Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Dungeons & Dragons, and we are going to talk about the three pillars of Dungeons & Dragons: combat, interaction, exploration, and specifically I'm going to talk about the open or closed gates in front of each one of these pillars. This is the first video in a 3-video playlist that is going to explore a very important concept, which is the mammoth importance of the three most important words in all of current Dungeons and Dragons, and actually all of Dungeons and Dragons since 1974, which is roll for initiative. I want to talk about the importance of roll for initiative, and I want to talk about the future of Dungeons and Dragons and the present. I want to talk about the past, the present, and the future of Dungeons and Dragons from the perspective of the three core pillars and the gates that are in front of each of those pillars and how those gates are open or closed. All right, let's get into this. So first of all, I just want to say real quick, I love making concise one-shot videos for you that have the entire concept within it. But I have started to do these more these larger branching playlists that allow me to. I recently defined the entire Unbound identity theory. I recently defined the POHEC, the path of optimal human exploration by class, right? And I just really want to thank you for your patience going down these roads with, more extensive content that interlinks. So thank you very much for your patience. I really appreciate it. I know it's more challenging to keep up with this type of content. So, and I really appreciate your patience. All right, let's go forward. Okay, roll for initiative. In those three words, I cannot tell you how important those three words are. So everybody who's ever played Dungeons & Dragons knows roll for initiative because the way Dungeon Masters say it, they're like, roll for initiative! It's just this huge, clanging, exciting moment, a shift in the game. And basically what happens is you're like, okay, listen, the game has changed. Every single second counts. The time is now being counted by 6-second rounds. I need to know your movement. I need to know your action. I need to know your bonus action, right? And the thing is, every Dungeons & Dragons player knows what these words mean, and they have incredibly important importance to Dungeon Masters, right? And get this, people well beyond Dungeons & Dragons now know what it means too. In Stranger Things, which is the #1 streaming service in the world, and literally breaking streaming records left and right, and really, really shattering a very important just recrafting what is important and what is happening in Dungeons & Dragons. Stranger Things actually had a scene that said roll for initiative, and now literally maybe 1 billion people across the planet, this thing's been converted into like 20 languages, right, through Stranger Things. And Stranger Things connects people who don't even know, do not even know Dungeons & Dragons. No, roll for initiative has special meaning. Now, what is roll for initiative? And this is the entire point of the video. This is why I'm talking today, right? Roll for initiative shifts the Dungeons & Dragons game into a completely different state. It's saying every second counts. Mechanical complexity to the maximum, right? Classes, subclasses, benefits from races, benefits from backgrounds. Every single motion matters. We will count everything you do. There will be sequencing. Massive mechanical rules complexity around combat, right? It also means we're going into combat. We're going into the first pillar, okay? So roll for initiative, I want you to understand, it is massively important. It could not be more important in Dungeons & Dragons. Roll for initiative is the three most important rules, the three most important words in all of Dungeons & Dragons, and have been since 1974. However, roll for initiative is the past, okay? So combat is one of the three pillars of Dungeons & Dragons. It's combat, interaction, actually social interaction. I'll just say interaction for brevity, right? And then exploration, right? There are three pillars, right? Now here's the key, right? Not all of these pillars are open yet, okay? The combat pillar is so open there is a gate in front of each pillar, okay? Let me explain the gate that is in front of Roll for Initiative. It is wide open. It is a 3-lane highway with easy pass for each vehicle, okay? It is, people flow through this gate so fast, right? And with so much ease because the combat pillar was opened, the gate was opened in 1974. And since then, we have built massive mechanical complexity around combat for 2 years short of 5 decades. 48 years. 1974, we're now in 2022. For 48 years, we have built the road through the pillar, right? You actually to the pillar, I'm sorry. You arrive at the pillar of, and actually maybe it is through, right? Like, that's because we're going to talk about the other pillars, right? But, this road, this gate is opened and there is massive traffic through combat, okay? And that traffic is fueled by mechanical complexity. Combat has mechanical complexity in Dungeons and Dragons. And Roll for Initiative really means something, and it means that the game is going into a different state. And there has been incredible support to make sure the gate was there, to make sure the gate was open, and to build a road from that bridge straight through the pillar, okay? And so the traffic is up and it is running. Okay, thank you very much for your patience. I just wanted to talk about Roll for Initiative first, right? Because I needed to set context when we talk about the pillars of interaction and the pillars of engagement. That next video will be coming shortly. Thank you very, very much for considering with me Roll for Initiative. Did I miss anything on the importance of Roll for Initiative, right? What do those words mean to you, right? Do you think I'm right that people even outside the D&D community know what Roll for Initiative means? I'd love to hear your thoughts on Roll for Initiative. Please consider subscribing and have a wonderful millennium.